Hi, this is Susie Nelson and Sam Almeida. We are here to talk a little bit about our literary analysis project today. We are analyzing the setting of a poem by Robert Frost called Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening. So, like we already said, we're focusing on the literary element of setting, which is like the time and the location of a story or a poem. To help us analyze it better. It's kind of like the environment, which is why we have those two different pictures of a clock in different places that stories can happen. So our teacher gave us a prompt or a question to answer, and it is, how does the author create the setting of the poem, and how does it make the reader feel? So we're going to try and answer that. It's probably because it will make us understand it better. So this is our text. It's a poem, like we already said, by Robert Frost. I think we're going to read it first just to get the gist of it, to make sure we get it. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark, and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. So what we did next is underline all of the important looking words or clues that we think might help us understand what the setting of the poem is and how it's supposed to make the readers feel. So you can probably see that the first words we underlined are his woods fill up with snow. So we obviously get that this takes place in snowy woods in the wintertime, and it kind of reminded me of exploring the snow and playing in it with my brothers and how free and peaceful that can be. The next words we underlined are frozen lake and darkest evening of the year, so it paints a little bit more of a bigger picture as a dark winter night. Maybe that makes the main character feel lonely. But in the last stanza, we underlined the word lovely because it seems that even though this character might feel a little lonely, he probably likes being in the woods when it's snowing because it's so quiet and peaceful in the dark woods. So by finding textual support and trying to understand how it makes the reader feel, we learned or figured out that the setting was the dark, snowy woods on a winter night, and that the setting probably makes readers feel or get that the main character kind of likes being alone in the woods during the winter time.